What you gonna play now?
Clap it. That's right, I'm back and it's not a repeat. So turn up the volume and start rocking to the beat. Cause I'm on a beat line for your funny bones. So lock all the doors and disconnect the phone. People say I'm crazy, a madcap loon. Kids talk to me like I'm a cartoon. Just for your entertainment I've been employed. So turn on, tune in, sit back and enjoy.
Don't you like my casserole, Delbert?
Of course I do, Mum. It's spondicious. Well up to Michelin standard. That's the guidebook, not the tyres.
How would you know when you haven't even had a mouthful yet?
I'm sorry, Mum. You're not doing much better.
I'm afraid I've lost my appetite too. Delbert, how come you tell your troubles to Jake, but not to me?
Well, you don't to your mum, do you? I mean, being mums, they worry about you anyway. So if you do tell him your worries, then that makes them worry even more.
And if you don't, they'll beat your backside, no matter how old you are.
Well, that's it, Mum. That is exactly it. I'm starting to feel my age all of a sudden. It's all these younger kids coming up to me on the streets trying to have a crack at my title. I mean, don't they realise I am the perfect specimen of cruciality, the undisputed champion?
And don't you realise that you've got to move up in the world? Stop all this disco jockeying, street strutting business. You can do better than that now, Delbert.
You're right, Mum. You're exactly right. It's time I started to work in television.
Oh, Delbert, I mean a proper grown-up job, an adult life.
And you wonder why I can only talk to Uncle Jake.
All right. You want to know why I lost my appetite?
This isn't something nasty from the hospital, is it, Mum?
Something nice from Jamaica.
Bit late in life to start on the old ganja, isn't it, Mum?
It's a proposal of marriage from a charming man I knew back in Clarendon many years ago, Mr. Dixon. When we used to slow dance down at Jack Ruby's dance hall, the night used to catch a fire. Yes, well, he's a widower now, and he needs someone to take care of his aches and pains.
You mean you've had a boyfriend all this time?
He'd like me to go out there and discuss the future with him.
So what are you going to do, have a board meeting? Don't you think you're going to have to turn the gas up a little high to get this old flame going again? Not to mention deserting your one and only son, condemning him to a desperate life of seriously bad ironing, pot noodles and spuds you don't like.
And that's why I'm prepared to offer you this house. If you and Claudette consider getting married.
Business is that bad, eh, Alex? Well, if you're having a midnight postal round, drop this off. It's to me mum in Sunderland.
The only sauce I want from you, Julie, is the hollandaise for my salmon.
I'm on an unpaid break and I'm studying. Yeah, stick to your usual ketchup.
Yeah, look, never mind all that. Just study this, will you? You know, spelling, swear words and such.
Fetch my sauce, woman. Stop what you're doing and read this. Sounds like a Cypriot marriage proposal.
As it happens, I may soon become very eligible.
But you're applying for a community radio franchise.
Yeah. I'm getting fed up with all this late-night ducking and diving. I've been thinking about going legit, running a normal, above-the-line radio station, leading a quieter life. I put all that in the application. Plus 50 quid so they can all have a drink. this. Hundreds of letters for Winston. When he did that afternoon broadcast, playing nice laid-back records for nice laid-back housewives, they responded. He's opened my eyes. Don't mention anything to the lads. I haven't worked out how to use them yet. If at all in Delbert's case.
Yo, Alex, what you got there, man? Some fan mail for me to answer? A handful of lucky ones plucked from the sack?
Yeah, for Winston, actually.
I didn't ask for them, honest, Delbert.
Winston, you are my homeboy, right? We have a special bond which can't be broken, don't we? So give me a specimen of your handwriting so I can prove you didn't write any of these. Get in that studio and prepare for the show, quick! And I shall be frisking you for Ali Jones records. Give us on, Alex.
Friendly rivalry. Very beneficial to an enterprise like mine. A sense of competition between employees can only improve the service to the public. Julie, see if my salmon's ready yet, will you?
Salmon?
Yeah, I'm breaking in a new chef.
Isn't the salmon an amazing fish, Alex? Every year it swims from the sea, into the rivers, up the stream, and then it leaps straight into the boot of your car.
Gamekeeper now, not a poacher. I'm improving the menu, see? And there'll be one or two other changes round here which you'll soon be made aware of.
Another favourable one. I think I'll put it on this big pile here with the others.
Don't let it go to your head, Winston. Remember the old show business of days? You're only as good as your worst review. So read me some of the bad ones.
There's only two, actually. As a regular listener to the Brixton Broadcasting Corporation, I found you amateurish and boring. But the one good thing about you is that you are obviously not a prat like that Delbert Wilkins.
Tell me this person's address, Winston, immediately.
Sorry, they only give their name. Anon. Must be Welsh or something.
Read me the other one. Feed me till I want no more.
Dear sir, I must protest most strongly about the appalling intrusion into a recent broadcast by Delbert Wilkins. They've put your name here in capital letters. I don't know who this second-rate substitute was, but under no circumstances must he ever again be allowed to...
Deputise.
Oh, yeah, deputise for Delbert Wilkins again. Yeah, how did you know the word was deputised?
Lucky guess.
You wrote this, didn't you? I know, because you can't help writing your name in capital letters the same way you say it. Delbert Wilkins. What'd you do this to me for, Delbert?
I'm sorry, Winston. I'm under a lot of pressure. I mean, my motivation's getting all blurred, do you know what I mean? I suppose, unlikely as it may seem, I felt threatened by you.
Because I made a success of my broadcast. And because I'm 3 months younger than you.
2 3/4 months, Winston. Don't lie about your age. Get over there and sort that James Brown stuff out now.
You want me?
I'm sure Winston is up to something with Alex. But how can I be sure, man? You can't tell with Winston. I mean, there could be a lot going on in his head, or nothing at all. He disguises it so well. He should be a cabinet minister. Maybe it's my mum who's behind it all, trying to force me into a proper job. Nah, stop it, Delbert, stop it. You're getting paranoid. Next thing you know, you'll be talking to yourself.
Delbert! I know you said the Earth had moved, but...
Oh, sorry, guys. Forgot you were in there, you know what I mean?
What's eating you, darling?
Nothing, I'm fine. Crucial, spondicious, well hard.
Is it something to do with us that's bothering you?
No. Yes. Sort of.
Yeah, well, that's as clear as Jeffrey Archer's back. Listen, if there's somebody else, I want you to tell me.
Okay. There's Winston, my mother, Alex, and this young kid I met at a TV studio.
Oh, I'll call the news of the world, shall I?
Look, darling, as far as you and me are concerned, my mother has dropped a huge spanner in the works. Well, a bulldozer, to be precise. She's just had this letter of proposal from a geezer in Jamaica she used to know, right? I mean, chances are he posted it years ago and it's only just turned up. She wants to go over there and check it out, and she wondered if, well, if you and me would like to set up home in her house. together.
You know, I had a feeling that if ever you proposed to me, you'd do it by letter.
No, man, are you crazy? I'll just drop down on one knee, traditional style-y, take you by the hand, cue in the Vienna Boys choir, and then I'd whip out a diamond the size of a Volkswagen.
Well, I don't hear any singing or see any knees bending.
I'm sorry, Claudette. I'm not ready yet, man. I still wear pajamas.
It's okay, babe. I feel pretty much the same way.
I mean, I'm sure marriage is spondicious at the right time in your life.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
But I just haven't reached that moment yet.
Nah, me neither.
And as far as kids go, I've seen far too many of my friends forced into an early marriage in their teens, ditching their dreams for the price of a packet of 3.
And I'm not ready to be a working mother, so I don't want any kids yet anyway.
So that's the way the cookie crumbles, Claudette. That's the way it is. What do you mean you don't want my kids? What's the matter with me? I've got childbearing hips. Uncle Jake?
How's your life?
Unfulfilled, but I'm taking steps. Here's an observation test for you. What is missing from the following picture?
Listen. If I didn't know any better, Delbert, I'd say you were lacking a suit.
Correct.
Hey, why? Me doing high-pressure salesmanship.
Uncle Jake, I have a simple request. I want the most wicked, the most crucial, the most spondicious suit you've ever made for anyone. It's got to be ready to wear, but too hot to handle.
What's the gig?
Uncle Jake, it's time for Delbert Wilkins to hit the silver screens. My clothes are getting too loud for the radio. They were drowning out the music. So I'm going up west to become a super-duper megastar.
An audition. I can dig that. I had a tryout once with the Rolling Stones. But they turned me down for being too outrageous.
Yeah, Mick probably saw the way you were looking at Bianca.
I locked these away because they're my crown jewels. Made them all in the 50s. Been waiting ever since for them to come back into fashion.
This is major space warp, guy. Look at this. Last time I saw stuff like this was early Star Trek. Mr. Sulu was looking well large, you know what I mean? Uncle Jake, you're sitting on a gold mine here, and don't worry, I will pay you back.
Delbert, don't write the check with your mouth that your wallet can't cash.
Trousers. Hi, do you know me? Of course you do. And even those very few of you who don't know me soon will. Because I'm going to be on TV chat shows hyping my forthcoming bestseller, The Delbert Wilkins Guide to Cruciality. All right, this is the last chapter. You're about to go up west to pitch for that vital breakthrough in your TV career. Nothing has been left to chance. You're wearing a totally unique suit to avoid any clashes with your media interrogators. I mean, imagine walking into the same room with Sandy Gall and Sue Lawley, and they're wearing the same clothes as you. Not that you fellas should even dream of wearing a green low-cut dress with the high heel shoes if you want to go far, you know what I mean? All right, so everything is immaculate. I even left my socks in the fridge overnight, you know what I mean? But cruciality must be maintained throughout the expedition. Put your A to Z in a bag to avoid looking like a tourist. Then put the bag in one of these to avoid looking like a cheapskate. Then hide the whole thing in the car to avoid looking like a pillock. Now all you need is your posse. Winston? Thank you very much, Winston. That was the most interesting journey. Either there are 12 rivers between here and Brixton, or we crossed over the same one many times. Give me the tape machine, please. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Delbert. Owen, good luck, mate.
Yeah, right. All right, welcome to the all-new, all-crucial Delbert Wilkins show. And I'm your host amongst hosts, Delbert Wilkins. And for those of you unfamiliar with that name, let me give you a brief, modest resume of my talents. I am the Brixton Bunny Merchant Supreme. I've got so much chat, I have to drink engine oil to stop my tongue overheating, you know what I mean? And what I say is important too. When Delbert Wilkins speaks, the world listens, mainly because it can't get a word in edgeways. My clothes and style are legendary. Next to me, geezers like Terence Trent D'Arby, Nick Cayman and Jonathan Ross are like cavemen, which is probably why they don't want to stand next to me. Anyway, that's enough about me. I don't really mean that, I just felt I had to say it. So let's meet my very first special guest, who will be coming up right after the break. Winston, come here immediately.
But Delbert...
Don't argue with me, talk to me. Hi there, welcome back. My first guest recently became famous in a very small way when he sat in for me on my radio show. How to handle the sudden rise from obscurity to fame and back to obscurity again is just one of the questions I'll be putting to my very first guest, DJ Winston. I'm sitting on my loo if it helps me.
Why are we having our passport photographs taken together, Delbert?
There's no photo of me, Beaver, to give me a job in your television station booth. Now, come on. So just how overawed were you when you sat in for me on my radio show? Winston, perform.
Hello, Delbert. Hello, senor, son.
Here we see how sad it is when someone can't cope with the pressures of fame.
What's been going on in here, Monkhouse?
Dunno, Sarge. Looks like it's gone up market.
When we get back to the car, check the list for missing DIY goods and stolen pictures, OK?
I'm sorry, gentlemen. No work clothes, please.
What's happened to your kebab house, Kazoblis?
The kebab house must be a figment of your imagination, Sergeant Lilly, like most things. This is a bistro.
Long as you do steak, pie, chips and veg, you shall continue to enjoy my custom, old son.
I'll bring you the menus, then.
Is Julie in tonight, Mr. Kazoblis?
Who? Ah, Julie, mais oui. She's over there, revising for her exams.
Oh, well, I'll just pop over and wish her good luck, if you don't mind.
Fancy putting sex before nosh. What a win.
It certainly lacks your sophistication, Sergeant Lilly.
Tin summons, $7.95. You won't catch me eating here much longer.
Then all the expense will have been worth it.
Yeah.
Can I be of any help at all?
Well, if you want to break into the college and sneak a look at me exam paper for us.
Sociology, eh? Well, don't let it get around. But I've got a degree in it, actually.
Oh, right. Then maybe you can help me on this chapter on criminality in the urban classes.
This is more like it. Yuppie intellectuals chewing the fat. I shall have to think about putting chessboards out on the tables.
Alex is trying to recreate cafe society.
Julie, please, this is a restaurant, not a cafe. Your colleague needs a bit of help with the menu, reading it and such.
Well, maybe catch you later on for some extra homework?
Aye, give us a call.
Stop encouraging him, Julie. Delbert and Winston are due in soon, and I've got to break the news to one of them that their services are no longer required. I don't want to ruck with the law looking on.
And who's going to get the bullet, as if I didn't know?
I'm afraid I've got to listen to my head, Julie, not my heart.
It's a tough choice. One's made of stone and the other's full of custard.
Shake as obvious.
What's that proverb, Monkhouse? You can you can flog a dead dog to the water, but you can't make it do new tricks?
More or less, yeah. Why?
Because I think nothing's really changed behind the scenes in this gaff. How do you feel about a stakeout?
I'd rather eat in here now, Sarge.
Friend or foe?
Friend, I think. I don't know what a foe is.
Get in here, Winston.
Has it got anything to do with Deers?
That's a doe, Winston. foe is an enemy, a rival, a competitor.
Ah, I answered right then.
Well, not exactly, no. Here, give me the keys to the car. I'll drive you down the studio tonight.
What for?
Because I've just had a phone call from Alex Kazoblis, the Terminator. He wants you to take over from me as top DJ down the station when it goes legit. I've been given the Vincent Van Gogh.
The what?
You know, I'm out on my ear.
Yeah, but... what's this geezer Vince got to do with it, then?
I was using imagery, Winston. Vincent Van Gogh lopped off his ear as a gesture to a friend.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be any good as a DJ then, will he? His headphones will keep falling off.
Don't you understand, Winston? My ear is being metaphorically hacked off as a gesture to you. You're taking my job, man. You have everything now, whilst I have nothing.
Oh, well, I'm really sorry, Dill, but Ed, do you think I should go and say no to Alex? You know, as a sign of my friendship to you.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. No. This is fate, Winston. We must do what we must do. And even if I don't get this job on the TV, which would seem likely after your Royal Command performance, we must go our separate ways. Adieu, Winston. Adieu. Well, come on! It's my last night on the station tonight. I want a boogie.
Wait, if you're gonna do the driving, carry the bags.
Oi, Winston, don't push it. Wilkins shout. All right, Funketeers, it's time to party. It's my last night on the Brixton Broadcasting Corporation, and we are gonna get down. It is so fierce, it's gonna register 15 on the Richter scale, and it only goes up to 12. A huge hurricane of sound in Brixton town. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man, but before I do any of that, I've got to say a few thank yous to all the people who've supported me over the years. I didn't need their help, but it makes them feel good, you know what I mean? First of all, I want to thank my mum. She always pretends she never listens to the show, but I know she's out there boogieing around the kitchen in her nightie and curlers. She's flying off to Jamaica tomorrow, and I just wanted to know that when she comes back, I hope I'll have a new job, not to mention a new dad. Have a good trip, Mum. And would you mind taking my shirts with you, ironing them, and then posting them back? Next, I want to thank my lady, my fine lady, Claudette, who found me near the pinnacle of my career and then gave me a stepladder. She is so clever, she can put naught and naught together and get a £100 rebate from the taxman. Well, check this, Claudette. It's the sound of me blowing you a big smackaroony. This one's probably a futile name check because the dude in question makes his own entertainment. He'll be sitting in some really low dive somewhere, wailing away on his sax. But Jake's my main man. Without him, my perfect body would be seriously underdressed. His suits are fit for a king, but he'll have to make do with the ace for now. Dream on, Jake. Dream on. And the story of the Brixton Broadcasting Corporation wouldn't be complete without the mention of two really nice people. Well, one of them's nice, the other tries to hide it under a concrete exterior. I'm talking about Julie Jackson and Alex Kazoblis. Keep up a great front in the kebab house. Sorry, Alex, make that 3-star bijou restaurant. While we get down in the back room here.
He's done it. He's finally put his size 12 foot into his size 50 mouth. Fasten your seatbelt, Monkhouse.
Hang on, Sarge. Let's not be too hasty. It is a community service, and
Shut up.
And finally, I have to thank Winston. I have to do that because he's sitting here next to me. Winston, my loyal spar and right-hand man, without whom life would have been so much more straightforward. Winston's taking over the show starting now so you can all get to know him. And so that if there's any cock-ups, I'll still be here to rescue him. Good day, Winston. Boom, boom, boom. I'm kidding, Winston. But if you do need my help, all you gotta do is whistle, all right?
Eureka! Pour you with your hands down and your trousers in a till! You're all nicked!
Sergeant Lily, come in, have a drink, sit down!
Thanks for the invitation!
don't stand so close to me by the police.
Try getting that lot to work, Chris Oblish.
We won't need to, Lily. We'll get a whole new studio out of our action against you for damage.
Damages here against the pirate radio station. Don't make me laugh. Even Perry Mason couldn't win that one.
He could if the pirate radio station in question had been made legitimate at midnight, sir.
Let's synchronise our watches now, shall we? Ooh, look what the big hand says.
A franchise from the IBA just arrived.
It's the IBA, Alex.
They still sent me 50 quid back. Big people, Lily. My new station controller will be in touch with your superiors. By radio, of course.
That's right, Alex finally gave me a proper job.
With a proper salary.
Oh, thanks.
And now that you're on PAYE...
May I be the first to congratulate you?
Come on, let's have a drink. He's the one on duty.
Do you still want me to try and go on with the show, Delbert?
Winston, how can you think of yourself at a time like this? This is a happy ending. Except for you and me, eh, Sergeant? Don't fetch him a brandy. Winston is in no fit state to drive anyway.
You all right, Delbert?
Wilkins?
Yes?
You set me up, didn't you?
That's right. And now, I'm gonna knock you down again. Claudette, listen to this, man. It's a letter from the TV people. Dear Mr. Wilkins, we loved your appearance in the video box. Please contact us immediately about plans for your own show. Blah, 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 big fee, blah, 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 hilarious ventriloquist dummy. P.S. Where'd you get that crucial suit? Claudette, I'm wanted again. Claudette? Claudette? What's she gone to work for? It's only 11:30. How you doing, guys? Nice to see you, man. Listen, no problem. You guys come and see the show? Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, man. Big night tonight, first one. I'll borrow your pen, you don't mind, do you? Nice to see you. There you go. Thank you very much. Take the pen.
No, there's no trouble here. Constable Lenny. An old friend of yours, look.
There you go. Thanks very much.
Die upside down.
Die? Listen, take care of yourself, all right? I'll see you. How you doing, guys? Nice stripes. Some fantasy, eh? Reality with a capital C, when the big bad wolf wouldn't mess with me, and I'm original. My style is unique, and I'm rocking this mic 8 days a week. I'm a secret quest to free you from doom. My technicolor suit lights up this room. Don't be so sad, cause I have to go. Just press rewind and watch the video. I wanna get into it. I'm a heavyweight, always make the front page. Just like a tiger should be in a cage. I'm wanted for my impeccable taste. 7 changes of clothes, just in case.